There are also various interesting things about horses. Horses have different running styles. Some like to lead right away and are called pace setters. Others do best if they wait and rate just behind the leader and then take the lead in the home stretch. Still, others are closers. They like to come from far back and make one big run at the end. Races are run at many different distances. Races under a mile, that is 8 furlongs, are sprints. Races at a mile or more are called routes. White poles painted with different colors mark the course. Black and white at each 16th mile, green and white at each 8th mile, and red and white at each quarter mile. Now, one of the most interesting things about the poles is that they're named from the finish line backwards. That is, the 8th pole is 1 furlong from the finish line, the quarter pole is 2 furlongs from the finish line, and so on. As the leader passes the quarter mile marker, an automatic timer records the time. These fractional times are considered fast or slow compared to a standard of 12 seconds per furlong. The most important pole stands at the finish line or wire. The first horse to cross the wire or cross the finish line makes the best trip of all, to the winner's circle. Every race is videotaped and stewards watch from high above the track. If a jockey believes another horse has interfered with his own race, he may raise an objection. Sometimes, stewards raise their own objection or inquiry. In either case, the stewards review the tape and decide whether the incident occurred or whether it affected the outcome of the race. If so, the horse that interfered can be disqualified. Stewards uphold the rules of racing and declare races official. Let's take a look at how this race goes. The Derby is definitely Kenya's biggest race. But before we get to that, let's look at one of the other interesting races today. That is the 4th race, which is a maiden race for 3 years starting. The mares and the fillers are only allowed 2 kilograms and run at a distance of 1,400 meters. Let's take a look at how the race is going. Now back to the Derby. The Derby is one of the most highly anticipated races in Kenya. One can see from the crowd's enthusiasm and excitement just how much this event means. We talked to Alfred Muya, Lace Pagel, and Tanui, who are jockeys in the Derby.
Today we're at Ngong Racecourse. I'll be riding 5 horses. And we're hoping for a very good day. I'll be riding Glasgow Rose, and I've got Pel Grosso, and I also have April Song, and I have Harbour Bay, one who will be running in the Derby. My first race so far has been good. I've finished 3rd, and I'm hoping for the next race to win with Glasgow Rose. The Derby is very competitive, and we were hoping for the rain, and the rain has come, so hopefully we can get an edge on the others. For everyone who would love to come racing, we invite them all the time, family and friends. This is a place to be anytime you want to have fun.
I'm expecting to win. On 2016, I won all the classic races, including Kenya Derby. I won George Drew series. I've won breeding futurities, and many cups, big races. I've raced already 2 races. I came 4th, and the other one came 3rd.
The horses gear up in the ring as the jockeys climb on, and off they are to start the Derby. Who do you think will win? This is the moment everyone has been waiting for. Hearts are racing, excitement is pouring out like sunshine, palms are sweating, and for some, it is a game of whether they will win or lose. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kenyan Derby race. On the lineup, we have Free Wheeler ridden by Herhold, White Dragon being ridden by Sacombe, Clothes Horse being ridden by Kibet, Bulawayo being ridden by Kiarie, Winter Comet being ridden by Mungai, Navy Seal being ridden by Pagel, Pharaoh's Advocate being ridden by Muhindi, and Harbour Bay being ridden by Muya. Who is going to win? The Free Wheeler takes the lead. It is a winner for Herhold, the South African jockey. Who could have imagined that Free Wheeler would be the champion? We talked to Herhold, who shares with us his experience riding Free Wheeler and winning the Kenyan Derby 2018.
You know what, he's quite a strong horse. First time over this distance, so for him to win the way he did over this distance and with the condition of the track being so soft, it was a special win for him. You know what, he's a 7-time winner now out of 7 runs, so it's obviously something special for Kenya. It's nice to have a good horse like this in Kenya. Look, it was between myself and the favourite White Dragon, but my horse, looking at his previous runs, he seems to be a better horse in terms of his ability to change from going slow to quick. His change of speed is very, very good, which probably makes him win his races, because he's a horse that can be anywhere in the race, but then when you're asking for an effort, it's there instantaneously. So that's what makes a good horse. I was asked by Mr. Sekombe to come and ride Free Wheeler in the Guineas, and he since had a colic, which he was withdrawn in that race. So Patsy asked me, please do I mind coming down for the Derby? And I said, with the biggest of pleasures. I've got to say thanks to the Spencers and obviously the Patsy as well. So she phoned me and she asked me to come and ride the horse for her in the Derby. But obviously, you know what, Derbies are classic races. You know what, in any country that you can refer to, South Africa, the UK, America, the Derby is the Derby. You know what, it's like one of the classic races on or in the racing calendar. Brilliant, you know, brilliant. I love winning, but obviously winning big races just makes it that much more special. You know what, I love traveling and I enjoy coming to Kenya and to win their biggest race. It's a very, very good feeling. Just, you know what, to all the people here that have come to support this particular race day, you know what, hats off to them. Kenya's done a great job putting this race on. And I just say thanks to everybody there, and to Patsy and to the team back at home. Good luck to them. Look, I've been riding for 29 years now. It's a tough job, but if you have the ability, you know, to do the job, it's a great job. It's very rewarding. I wouldn't do anything else.
The breeders, the Spencers, are the most excited and even teary-eyed at winning the Derby.
It was very difficult to call who was going to be the eventual winner. Free Wheeler is a purely class horse, and there's calls for him to go back to South Africa, so he's going to stay in Kenya. It's just crazy. It's the most amazing feeling. Just being here in Kenya, we love that. We love living here part-time, but to have a horse that can perform like it did today, I get emotional. We're very happy. Our plans are to go back to South Africa in November, go to the sales and get some more horses for next year. I would say get a horse, get some friends together, buy a horse. It's just the most wonderful, wonderful experience. It's not as expensive as everyone thinks it is. It's such a fun day, way of entertaining friends and clients, and it just adds so much to your experience of Kenya.
We talked to Cassandra, a first-time visitor at the Derby who bet on Free Wheeler.
So how long have you been coming to the Derby?
Since last year.
Since last year?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
When the horses race, like from the beginning till the end, like it's interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting today?
To see them race like faster and all, yeah.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Free Wheeler takes the cup in the Kenyan Derby 2018. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in to Shamba la Wanyama Show to find out how you can breed your horse to reach the peak of the race horses such as Free Wheeler and earn income from it. Till next time, bye-bye.